fabulous venue for this 47th ABC Bud Light Masters. Teata Semiz and Bobby Fleetwood set to go in our opening match.
And this should be a good one, Mike. We can expect both players to make good shots. They have a lot of experience, and this shouldn't bother them. The television shouldn't be a problem for them. The lights, the big crowd, and this is a big crowd. They're all looking forward to big scores, and we've had a lot of good scores throughout the week, a lot of 300 games.
Fleetwood is 39, set to make his opening shot. And we're underway from Huntsville. Contour Power Grips will pay the first bowler to throw a perfect game on the Masters telecast, a $10,000 bonus. More pros use Contour Power Grips. You should too. Here's our first look at 63-year-old Teata Semiz. Semiz in trouble early.
And Teata having a little balance problem at the foul line there. He's had some hip problems, a little sciatic nerve pain, and it makes him flinch once in a while, and that looked like what happened to him there. Just didn't stay down and go through the shot, and the ball hooked early. What a feeling it is to bowl in front of this huge crowd and this big, just outstanding venue, as you mentioned, Mike. It's so quiet when you're on the approach. It's amazing. You can hear your feet going to the foul line. I know I've been there. I've done this. It's just there's a panoramic view of how big the crowd is, how big this area is. Just huge, huge stadium. It's a wonderful feeling. You feel like you're on stage. You're performing for all these people. Talking to Teata earlier, he was just thrilled to be here. He almost skipped this tournament. His son talked him into it. His son's getting 10% on whatever he wins. He was on his way home. He said, oh, well, okay, if you insist, I'll bowl. And here he is.
First Masters appearance he's made since 1987. Fleetwood strike up, second frame. Lost his balance a little bit, but carries the trip four. First two for Fleetwood.
The pinfall here, Mike, as you see, that was demonstrated there. The trip four, it's been outstanding. By outstanding, I mean it's very easy to get the pins to fall. Get any part of the pocket, you got a good chance to throw a strike. And here's a look at Bobby Fleetwood going to the foul line, four-stepper. You can see he keeps his shoulders very erect until he gets right to the foul line, gets him down low, gets him over the knee. And here you can see he stopped a little more abruptly than he wanted to. I think more than anything else, he was out of time on that shot. Opening jitters, I think, and he got away with it. Got the ball down early, but it set up for him, and he struck. Again, big scores all throughout the tournament. In fact, our tournament leader, Eric Forkel, had 2 300 games this week.
The first three.
Much better shot there. Got that one out in front of him. Good balance. You can see he extended very well through that shot, and good rotation. Here's another look. Now watch the ball get well out on the lane. Much better shot, and you can see he's still balanced and chasing the ball with his hand. Now the veteran, one of the stars of the senior tour. He's been around forever, this guy. Teata Semiz, a great player.
Semiz with a double in the third frame. 5 and 2 in match play. Look at that match play average, Earl. 233.
Unbelievable. That shows you what Teata likes the best. He enjoys the match play, and he got a couple of real big sets going. You can see 791 and 792 back to back there. But look what happened to him when he bowled Forkel. 874 to 699, the tie there with Mark Seifert. They had a one-game roll-off. Teata shot 250 plus to win that game in a roll-off to beat 240 that Mark Seifert shot.
A little bit high, all but the 7.
Now that ball was so high it could have possibly been another 4-6 for Teata, but again, talking about how well the pins fall here, the carry got away with it, almost got a strike, left only the 7 pin. All of the players are outstanding spare shooters. Shouldn't be any problem here for Teata. Cross lane with his spare ball.
We'll be back with more of our opening match from the Bud Light Masters from Huntsville right after this. Back in February, American Bowling Congress President Walt Robertson presided over the opening of the 94th ABC tournament in Huntsville and presented bowling's first Perfect Series award to 900 shooter Jeremy Sonnenfeld. That, of course, happening back in February. Unbelievable 900 series from Jeremy Sonnenfeld. Fourth frame, Fleetwood can go to plus 32 with a strike.
Great camera angle. I love that shot. I like that down there by the bottom where you can really see the rotation of the ball. Here's another look at that last shot. You can see again the good balance, the good extension, and what it's all about. Where your hand goes, the ball's going to go. So chase the ball with your hand, and you've got definitely good rotation and good direction.
We had talked about the experienced players, Earl, but our wild cards are giving it a run so far.
Well, 39 years old, Fleetwood's experienced. He's just not experienced at this level of competition, and he's feeling some heat right now, but sometimes some people react to the heat a little different than others. Bobby Fleetwood is reacting with making great shots. Some people go the other way. They can't hardly get to the foul line without tripping over themselves. But Bobby is really showing he's capable of handling the pressure.
Oh, solid for 5 in a row. .42-pin lead for Fleetwood. Teata Semiz in his 5th frame.
These one-game matches, it can go in a hurry. Teata knows he's got to get started right now.
And he does.
You watch, as you look at the score sheet there, as you watch Teata go to the foul line, you see a guy that's really talented, very well coordinated, very smooth. This is the way the game should be played. This good free arm swing, the 5-step approach.
Not only that, Earl, this guy is in shape. And a double cuts the lead to 22. Fleetwood is halfway to that $10,000 Contour Power Grip bonus for a perfect game.
Watch the pin action here. You see the ball hitting light in the pocket, but still has plenty of drive to get to the 5-pin. And the head pin coming off the wall does most of the damage. And a little body action there helps a little bit. A little Fred Astaire. A little music here, Mike. A little music.
Little music for first 6, indeed.
You're right.
First 6 out of the trunk for Bobby Fleetwood.
42-pin lead. It's going to be tough to catch up, but this match is a long way from over. Both these players realize that. Bobby Fleetwood, I'm sure, is not even thinking of that $10,000. He's just thinking, let me get by this first match.
Winner of this match will face Ron Papp, our number 3 qualifier. 7 in a row. All of them solid.
A little different release there. Got a little early on the lane, but he carried it through, and we'll be back with more of this opening match right after this short break.
Welcome back to the opening match here at the ABC Bud Light Masters. Teata Semiz, 7th frame.
Well, Teata knew that he couldn't afford one of those, 10-pin or a 4-pin. It's just he's running out of frames, and it just seems like if you were to ask Teata right now, he'd probably say, why me? Every time he's been on television in the last 5 or 6 events, he's bowled extremely well, but someone starts with 8 in a row or something at him. It's just been tough luck. Here's a look at, again, at the classic style of one of the finest players to come out of the New Jersey area. Teata Semiz, a long push away, let the ball swing free from the shoulder, the 5-step approach, the shoulders over the knee. Good long slide through the extension area, and they'll chase the ball with the hand. Never rushes anything, just makes everything happen smooth, lets the ball do most of the work. I think more than anything else, some injuries that Teata's had, the nagging injuries have hampered him a little, and the number of games he's had to bowl to get to this point probably tired him out a little bit. But he's doing extremely well, and for a guy at 63 years old, he looks like he's 33. Looks great, doesn't he?
Do you think Fleetwood has any chance of a letdown with the match in hand, or is that 7 in a row going to keep him fine-tuned?
I think he's pumped. I think he's every shot he makes now, he's feeling more and more an opportunity. You see him taking the deep breath, blowing the air out here. Good concentration. He won't blink, folks. He'll go to the foul line staring just like that.
8 in a row.
A little out of time on that shot. Had a little problem at the foul line, but he got away with it. Again, a good shot. He kept it on line, and that's the key. These reactive resin bowling balls, if you can get them in the pocket area, you've got a good chance to strike.
Take a look at some stats on Bobby Fleetwood. 8-2, 10 total matches. Qualifying average at 218, match play average 216.7. And let's get a look at who he faced on the way here. Lonnie Wallachek, losing to Ron Papp early. Shooting in the 600s, 760 against Chris Barnes.
Seemed like he pumped up against the guys he knew he might shoot some big numbers at him.
And we'll go to the 10th.
There's a look at that carry we talked about earlier, the little bit high in the pocket, high hit, and it didn't trip off the wall. Watch the 4-pin go straight back. Now this ball is high on the head pin, but look at the 4-pin, it goes straight back. A little different carry than you normally would see. There's another look. You can see the 4-pin gets hit on the way by, where normally it would be tripped off the wall on that kind of a hit.
Oh, here's Teata with another tap.
Yeah, well, Teata's just trying to get out of the way now. He knows that Fleetwood's got a shot at $10,000. He just wants to get done, get out of there. And you can see he's picking up his spare ball. Regardless of how Teata finishes, and it's obvious he's going to lose, it's been a great tournament for the guy that was not even going to bowl. And I'm proud of him because he's a senior just like me, and he did well. You know, we've been looking at Bobby Fleetwood and watching him these first 9 in a row and trying to see if he has the logo, and he has it right there. See, he doesn't. He has the wrong logo on, so he's not eligible for the $10,000 bonus for the 300 game. Well, you live and learn, I guess, huh?
Well, I guess you can always slap it on for the next game and throw 2 in a row.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's a shame, but
here's Semiz finishing up. The Hall of Famer elected to the American Bowling Congress Hall of Fame in 1990.
You see, so you heard some encouragement there from Teata Semiz. Teata wearing a microphone so you could hear his comments. He said, all right, come on now. Trying to pump him up a little bit. Make sure he keeps his concentration here. Bobby Fleetwood, first ball in the 10th. Very slow player. Takes a lot of time. Threw it well. Got it out in front of him. And a bit of the soft 10. Just, I think he kind of aimed that one a little bit, but it was a great shot. He kept it in the pocket area. Had a good opportunity to strike. Well, now we don't have to worry about the $10,000 for Bobby. Maybe Mr. Papp will come over and shoot one for us.
Well, Ron Papp will have to contend with a hot player. 9 in a row and 9 out for Fleetwood, but that's enough to have him advance to face Ron Papp. We'll be back with our second match. Ron Papp and Bobby Fleetwood right after this.